Yo, what's up live? I'm super late, but that's what I was gonna do every day. So come on in. Come on over to my place. That's what the song is. Got people coming in. What's up, Pete Booker? What's up, I Heart, the father's favorite? Hey, I'm great. I'm great. I'm feeling great. I'm looking great. God is good. I'm great. I'm great. Hey, everybody. Abolitious, what's going on? YouTube. If y'all not subscribed to me on YouTube, if y'all missed the videos, y'all can watch, in there if it's more convenient. If you want to go back, but holla at your boy, help your boy out. Same name, husband in the making. Um, but let's talk about it. Choose your partner with your mind, with your head, not just your emotions. What do I mean by that? I've seen so many women and men choose their partner based on a feeling, knowing that that person is not good for them logically, but they make up in their mind that that person is good for them. I appreciate it, PFT. Thinking, logically saying that that person is good for them, or logically saying, emotionally saying that that person is good for them or not good for them. Maybe I get this with ladies a lot. I don't know how many women I've coached and I've said, you really do believe that there's no good men? And sometimes I get down to it and they're like, well, I did have a guy, but I was young, or I did have one guy and I just like thought he was kind of nice and he was a nice guy, but I was talking to somebody else and I was really feeling them. And this is the guy that maybe texting you back. This is a guy that maybe calls you and makes sure that you're okay, but you're not really feeling them. Maybe he's like, maybe he's really sure that he wants a relationship really fast, and you're kind of scared, and you're like, wow. It kind of pushes you away. Maybe that's the guy that you need. Maybe that's the guy you need, that you're sure about, that you like emotionally, like, yeah, he's good, but like, I don't know about him, but mentally you're like, you know what, I know he will be good for me. Mentally you're like, you know what, this is a good person. I know this person will protect your heart. As far as for me, is my story. Um, Unfortunately, it didn't lead to a relationship, but it was a smart move for me. I was interested in two ladies at one time, and I told the other lady, she found out, but what happened was, she, I really was into the other girl. To be honest with you, she was beautiful. Not saying the other one wasn't beautiful, but I didn't. I was like, I'm not going to logically, emotionally. I was like, man, if she chooses me, I'm gonna choose her. But mentally, I said to myself, she's not ready for marriage. She's not ready for marriage. She's too loose. She's too out there. Like um, she's not kind of living a, lifestyle that I like. That I would see myself, being with a wife type. It's every time I see her, she's with a different dude. On her Snapchat, on different trips, and I'm like, I don't know about this one. But she's beautiful, and we're talking. You know what I'm saying? Every single time, it's a different dude. She's in and out of relationships. She's not stable. It's all, I keep hearing, I don't believe there's any good guys, and hopefully you make me believe, and you got to prove yourself. But this woman, um, was I like emotionally more into the other girl? Yeah, but mentally, I was like, you know what? I like this girl. She's a safe person I can give my heart to. And what did she say to me one day? She said to me, I feel like you're choosing me because you feel like I'm safe. And I said, yes. Why don't more people? I told her, like, you're safe to me. I feel like I can give you my heart if we're in a relationship, and you will protect it. Yeah, right now my emotions are like, wow, like I love this person, like the other person, like, wow, man, this person does it for me. but I'm trying to be led by also my mind and my. Now, if you have any emotions at all for that person, if you're not like hot for that person at all, or just you know what I'm saying, like at least like 75, 8, and then no, you don't want to choose somebody just because. Well, I know they don't look good to me, but mentally, yeah. You want to choose somebody that you also are attracted to. And I was attracted to the girl as well, and I was just like, you are a safe bet. I would choose you because I know that you love kids. I know that you want to be a wife. I know that you know what biblical love is, and that if we do to get together, the goal is marriage. That's not a relationship. You're not playing around with my emotions. You want to go further. You want to build. You have a vision for your life that you want to accomplish. You know what? And I like that. Yeah, you are a safe choice. And some of you know need to be offended by that. Some of you want to have these fairy tale like movies have lied to you. TV has lied to you. These our westernized romance has lied to you. You got to feel like you're on 100% high with that person all the time instead of saying, you know what, this guy's here for me. This woman's here for me. This woman really likes me. This woman is I'm almost like don't have nothing, but she's really down for me. Instead of going with the girl that's like, man, she's real hot. You know what I'm saying? Like she, like I really, like she's the most beautiful thing. What is she doing for you, bro? Is she gonna look out for you? Is she a ride or die? Is she with you on a bus, or is she only with you with the Bentley? You know, is she receptive to you? Is she the one that's texting you back? You know, or does it take her hours and hours to take you back, a day to text you back, or what's you doing? You know, fellas get it too. So don't only choose somebody from your emotions. Choose somebody like, hey, I really feel like, hey, this person is going to provide for me. And believe me, your emotions are going to catch up. Because eventually, let me tell you something. My emotions caught up with the other girl, too. At first, it was like, you know what? But I'm like, this girl's not good for me. I deny was bad for me in the long run. I deny what somebody keeps saying, oh, there's no good guys out here and all that stuff. And like, I don't like hearing that stuff because that's danger zone to me. That's kind of like, you know what? I could say there's no good women out here. There are good men out here, you know. So don't just be led by your emotions when you're choosing somebody. Be led by your head too and say, you know what? This person really, I can see me building with this person too. You want to have both. But if I had somebody and I was feeling somebody 100% emotionally and I was feeling the other person 80% emotionally, but mentally, I'm choosing the other person. I'm choosing that person 100%. The other person 100%, and then I'm like mentally, I'm choosing the person 60 or 50 because I'm like I'm kind of not sure. She kind of playing games a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna choose somebody. Maybe I'm not 100% emotionally invested into that person. Like wow, but I'm choosing the person that's like okay, mentally. I can trust them because I know we're reading the word, we're praying, we have stuff in common. I can see myself building with that person, and I'm gonna choose that person who also mentally because it catches up to you. When you're married, it catches up to you. That emotion's not going to last. That high is not going to last all like that 100% of your marriage. It's not. Tops 2 or 3 years. Tops 2 or 3 years. It's going to go up and down and up and down. If you're choosing somebody based off your emotions, and like which I see a lot of men and women do, men base it off just their beauty. Women choose it off for maybe the bad boy. Maybe they're ignoring them a lot. Maybe they it's hard to catch up with them, so they kind of intrigued and curiosity always gets the cat. I try to use that sometimes. I try not to be too available. I try to be like, you know what, I'm building, I'm gonna call you back, but I call back. I'm not trying to play no games. I know if I'm always in her face, she has no time to miss me. So I'm not trying to play games. It's not always gonna right. So I've heard too many times with men, man, I lost a good girl. I've heard too many times with women. I did have a nice guy. Now he's married now and got kids. And I'm looking like 6 years ago when I was 24. And I was like, man, I ain't really want him because I was still trying to have fun. And you don't realize how short life is. If you meet somebody that's really down for you, if you meet somebody that's really, 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 really down for you, yo, don't give that person up. You don't find that a lot. You don't find that a lot. It's not common to somebody that's really down for you, that's really trying to build with you. I don't care if you're 18. Yeah, I'm not opposed to somebody getting married young. I love marriage. I promote marriage. What's the alternate? To go out here and sleep with a bunch of people and wonder about life? Like, marriage is gonna be hard whether you 18, 19. Oh, experience life. Look, experience what. If you know you want a relationship and you down, look, ain't nothing out here in these streets. I tell my 18-year-old son, tell my 18-year-old daughter if I had one, ain't nothing out here in these streets. You're not missing anything. You might think you're missing out on something. You're not missing. You're 30, 32. I still want to experience life. I want to go on trips, but I really like him. You're not missing anything out here. Why not go on trips with him? He's a great guy, but I want to be independent because I was divorced, a year ago, and then, maybe it was 2-3 years after. I've heard that before, and I've heard women and men lose because they say, "Wait a minute, I'm gonna pump the brakes on this relationship. They're a really good person. I'll come back," and then that person is gone, and they're in a great relationship. They're in a great relationship. They're married. They got kids, and it's like you looking on the sideline. So also choose with your head. And that's why I'm here to coach. Because a lot of people are choosing, when they ask me, they're trying to choose mentally as well because it's just so much emotion they're spewing out. And if they repeat back what they say, like, okay, well, it's true. Let's scenario. It's true that your parents don't like him. Why don't they like him? Don't just be mad. Well, they don't like him because, he's not in school. He doesn't have a job, and he plays PlayStation all day. But I understand because he's suppressed. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe you just want to be his friend. Would you really want somebody who right now you got married today? Would you really scenarios just like that? It's really to find a good Christian partner. And easy to fall for the wrong person out of desperation. It is. It really is. It really is. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. This is the video for today. I love you guys. Be careful out there. Be safe. God has love for you out there. Just keep believing. Keep healing. Don't just be led by your emotions. Emotions are good. We're not going to deny emotions. Emotions are good. Read the Songs of Solomon. Anybody says sex is bad look, read the Songs of Solomon because he was sweet talking. They were sweet talking to each other like they wanted to eat each other like a piece of cake. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, emotions aren't all bad, but you just don't want to be led by emotion. Logic is not, but you just don't want to be led by your logic too. Listen, I've done that before. I said, you know what, this person is a great person, but I was not attracted to that person, ended up hurting that person, and that was not fair to them. That was not fair to them. So I'm not saying be 100% logic too. All right? So I'm going to get out of here. My fade almost going already, man. You got to get like a fade once a week or something like that. But I'll let your boy.